Hello Aries, this is going to be your full moon reading for October 13th, and this is going to be our hunter's moon, and really it's supposed to be a pretty good moon, so I feel like a lot of good things are going to come out of this one, whereas our new moon at the end of the month is going to be a little bit more trying as far as all the astrological alignments. Alright, so we've got the power of surrender cards here, and the first one that pops out for you is surrender denial. So for you Aries out there, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So that's a big thing for Aries, as Aries likes to be right a lot of the time, and a lot of the time they are. So it's not some kind of wrong thing when they think they're right, but sometimes it's really good to accept people and some of the things that they may be going through, and to maybe just be a little bit more understanding, and that'll help you around this full moon. So surrender denial, you can see things clearly that way. You don't want to pretend that you don't see what other people are going through, and really maybe opening up your eyes. Full moons close down a lot of things for us, so maybe accepting will be a part of that. Not being in denial of change, or in denial of things that are going on for you. That was too many cards. Sorry, Aries. I'll take like 2 cards, but when like 4 and 5 pop out, that's a bit excessive, I think. I mean, every reader and every person who does tarot and any type of reading with these different platforms and mediums, we all have our own way, and I think that's so special and so awesome. Almost like a fingerprint, It's pretty cool. Alright, you have got work through your fears, Aries. That's going to be really important for you around this full moon. So when this denial comes up, recognizing what fear comes from that denial, and why are you denying? A lot of the times we have this denial situation going on because we have a fear, a deep-rooted fear that maybe we're not able to understand or accept. But a lot of the time these full moons come through and they shut down things and complete things and culminate things, and we're standing there going, what the heck is going on? And a few weeks down the road we're like, oh, I get it now. So there's like that little bit of trust in the full moon. All right, work through those fears. Scorpio's a heavy energy, and it's pretty cool because the next new moon is going to be Scorpio, so this could be preparing you for the new moon at the end of the month that'll be coming forward. I love that. I love that for you, Aries. Nice heavy water energy for you. Alright, you have the World, Wheel of Fortune, wow, the Fool, and Page of Swords coming out. Oh my gosh, Aries, what the heck's been going on with you, huh? Lots of new going on. So around this full moon time, you have this Scorpio energy, obviously, that's telling you to work through your fears, and maybe it's because you are on a whole new path. Look at this. So usually we're going to get the Wheel of Fortune when we're going through like the end of a chapter. And then the end of the book is the World. And for these to show up next to each other really means that some seriously significant cycles are happening to a lot of you Aries out there. You're either coming into a new higher realization of self, which is a big talk around here at Dragonfly Wisdom. And it's also these new cycles and new things and experiences that can come from that full moon energy. We are mostly water, and the full moon obviously affects water due to the tides and everything that ebbs and flows in our world. So a lot could be happening for you Aries around this full moon as far as culmination and cycles. I mean, these two coming up in the same spread is kind of crazy. Coming up next to each other is even bigger. Big deal for you. And the Fool No odds here. The Fool would come right after the World. That's where you take that leap of faith because you realize you're on a new cycle. You realize that you have all the tools and the things that you need in the experience and wisdom from the previous cycle, and you have that trust and peace in your heart, and you're going to move forward. You're going to go forward with something. So, wow, Aries, big, big new things for some of you Aries out there. Obviously, not everybody's going to experience this level of leveling up that I'm feeling right now because it's a general reading, but when we get this kind of spread for a general reading, that's going to be a lot of you going through this new, jumping into something so new and really trusting and taking a risk. That's cool energy. Now, it may be coming from some information and communication that's driving you forward, that's really like pressing you forward into this new thing. Because when we get this Page of Swords, this is like the learning. So you have learned something new. This is in the mind because it's swords. And so this is going to be where, you've gotten a new idea, or you've gotten new information, or you've learned something new. Anything having to do with the mind, that's what's setting off this whole new thing. So if you get some really creative thoughts and some big ideas around this full moon, Aries, I would definitely suggest taking stock of where you're at. If you recognize that you're kind of at the end of a cycle, boom, there's your validation. Jump for something new. Take some of those ideas. Take some of those bigger creative thoughts and go for it. Now I'm going to do some tarot dice. And since these are kind of loud when I shuffle them, I'm going to turn down the volume for this. Okay, Aries, you have Page of Coin, you have 10 of Wands, you have 7 of Coin, and you have the Queen of Swords. Now, I really like that the Queen of Swords came out here on that, because that is like a whole new emotional truth. Really standing in your power and in your new truth. And I think that's really what drives this whole thing, is this information that shapes something that you used to think about in a different way. It's almost like you've been given new information that sets you onto this new path of realization. So let's come over here. We have Page of Coins coming up. Now that's really cool because whatever it is that's come through as communication, it's going to be trustworthy. It's going to be stable. It's that earth energy of learning about the communication and the stability that can come from something that you're starting that's really new. And with this being on the World, you can guarantee that this experience that you've had, this last cycle, has created a new stability for you, something solid. And it may have taken a long time to get through this cycle. This may have been a cycle you've been going through for a long time. We don't all just go through one cycle at a time. We're going through simultaneous cycles, whether that's our relationship, our work, the way we feel spiritually, our creative ideas. Each of you Aries are going to have this new cycle that just kind of completes and culminates for you, whether that's in your work, love, creative mind, whichever. It's going to be different for each Aries, but it all comes down to stability. It's brought stability for you. So very cool. And really, look at this. You have 10 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune is a 10. So no odds there. This is definitely something where the cycle ended because it was really becoming burdensome and you were done with it. When we get 10 wands like that, that's like, it's already done. You realized a while ago that it was done, but now it's officially done. Okay? That's really cool with you moving into the Fool. Now, with the Fool having this 7 of Coins here, 7 of Coins is asking you what's worth it. Okay? A lot of the times, though, the Fool never really asks what's worth it because they're taking a leap of faith. So there's something inside of you, Aries, that's kind of questioning this leap of faith, or maybe even just recognizing that there's a lot of options in your path. Okay? Because the 7 of Coins is where we look at what we've been building we look at where the stability has held, and we're wondering if we are getting what we put in. Okay, it's like a question of path. It's a question of stability. What has come through with this stability for you, Aries? And that's where you kind of decide either it's time to do something new, or I need to revise and check where I'm headed. Because with the path showing up here, with all of this new path information, it may be asking you to recognize, how far you've come, and if what you're doing is still working. Because if it's not, this is an urge for you to check that. Check what you've been working on and if it's still worth it. Now again, we get this Queen of Swords here at the end. That is just very poetic justice, I feel, because the Queen is always the feeling of mind, the feeling of communications, but in a more masterful way. She is able to take information, communication, and ideas and thoughts and really process them in a feeling way that brings power to her kingdom. So with this new information that you're getting, it's almost like you get that new truth, like I said, and you're going to speak it. It's not going to be something where you're beating around the bush. You're going to come right through without any crap and speak your truth. And maybe this is that new part of you, that new you that has decided that, I'm done being quiet with this Scorpion energy and having this fear of what people are going to think when I do this. But this is all telling you don't have that fear. Move forward with your new truth like a blade, cut through the fat. Get to the whole core of what it is you're thinking and feeling and wanting to create for yourself, Aries, because this full moon has come through and caused a serious new cycle for you. I love it. I mean, this is great because Scorpio coming through is really that deeper, mysterious, transformational energy. So when it's telling you to work through your fears, Aries, and surrender the denial, maybe you're not recognizing your true power. And you have that power. You have the power to start something new. It's clear as day right here. So thank you guys for watching your full moon reading. I appreciate you subscribing. It has been helping my channel immensely. I'm almost coming up on like 2 months, I think, here in about a week. So, woo! You guys have been helping me a lot. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. If you hit the thumbs down button, let me know what you didn't like, and we can totally work through it. If you want to see something different, let me know in the comments. And again, thank you guys so much. There's still the giveaway going on, and I only have like a couple people who have signed up, so everybody still has a huge chance to do that. So look back at my channel, and I think I'll put a link at the end of this video to it. So stay tuned to that. Again, thank you guys. We'll see you for the new moon reading.